All right, welcome everyone. I'm Kent Simmons. I'm a conference director with CHI, and I'm here today with Simon Letarte, who's a director of extended structural characterization with Gilead Sciences. And Simon is speaking with us in our digital integration for analytical development track at the PEGS Boston conference in May. And Simon, I'd like to welcome you today, and I'd love to hear a little bit more about the presentation you'll be giving at PEGS this year.
Hey, Kent. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be part of PEGS this year. So it's going to be my first year there. So a lot of,
Mhm.
things to discover, I feel. And my talk will be, basically how we can leverage information technology to make the job of protein characterization easier, right? Typically, our workflow, right, and structural characterization, we take some measurements, we try to interpret the data, and then we communicate this to our teams, and then it goes ultimately in some kind of filing for the FDA as an IND or BLA. And along the way, throughout my career, I have been in contact with different technologies and develop a pretty deep interest in how we can leverage, in general, computers to make our job easier with the databases or complex figures and so on. And I think we're at this space at this time where it's very, very exciting and very amazing what the machines can do for us in terms of interpretation. I feel like this is, before we had a lot of help in the measurement with the informatics tools to do the measurement, and now we're at this place where we can do interpretation and that, like what, we're running a peptide map, and what are the results that we need to be worried about? And we can use ChatGPT to say,
Mhm.
oh, what's the effect of this modification on, immunogenicity, PK, or, potency, or yeah. So it's very, very exciting, especially for new people who might be newer to the field or more junior that haven't had a chance to read all of the paper. We can just build some tools to take the results from your peptide map or your map, whatever technique you're using, and cross-reference this to say, given this is the body of knowledge in that field, and just tell us what are the red flags that we need to maybe investigate further. So
Mhm.
that's one part that I think we're pretty excited about. Other thing is comparing data, right? We have our measurements for one protein, and then, okay, what do we know that is similar with other molecules, right? Have we seen something similar? And what are the critical quality attributes of this molecule? And for similar molecule, what are the CQAs as well for that molecule? And kind of do some cross-program data mining and pull down the results and the trending on stability, on force degradation, and see how they behave. And one thing that we also worked on recently was how to take our reports and make this into filing, or maybe more specifically, our electronic lab notebooks. And we have the data there. We have a template for the BLA or the IND. So how to facilitate the communication? Maybe we can make the template, and this is where the ICIF data will be. This is where the peptide map will
Mhm.
be, and we can define parameters that say this is what it's going to look like. It's going to take data from these samples and do a stacked overlay there, and ahead of time instead of working from ELNs and make a figure, verify it, put it in, and then somebody wants to change it. So we know go back to the lab notebook and make a little font size change, and somebody has to re-verify and sign off on that notebook and go back and forth. if we can keep the data in a already validated state, from the moment it's acquired and it's just a matter of presenting the data in a certain way, picking, which run from that data set and what label you're going to put and how big they're going to be. And, I'm not saying that we have such tool fully built here right now, but definitely this is a possibility and something that, we're excited about to be getting our feet wet in that area.
So this area is moving really fast, and we're seeing a lot of new capabilities. They're talking about this being the year of the AI agent, and we're talking about reasoning models and so forth. What do you see coming toward you, either within your group or within the company in the next maybe year, that you think will help enable this project you're working on?
I mean, there's a big initiative, but there's also big unknowns, right? We don't want to paste, our proprietary data into ChatGPT, for example.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
So how do we do this in a way that is safe, right? And I'm sure that, these things probably exist, and there are people better placed than me in the company to talk about this topic. But that's kind of what I see. Yes, we want to unlock this potential, but in a safe way, in a measured way, that without giving all our intellectual property to some company.
So you mentioned this is your
first I think there will be some self-hosting or some kind of agreement that will preserve our our data. Sorry.
So you mentioned this is your first time coming to PEGS. What are you looking forward to in spending time at the meeting this year?
Well, I'm really interested to connect with friends, to see what other people in the field, that are developing tools, and also see how my peers are, what good ideas they have, so we can, have fruitful exchanges of ideas.
That's good. Well, we're in a wonderful new venue this year. We went for the first time last year to the Omni Hotel for PEGS, and I think we really love this as a networking venue. It's very convenient, and I think PEGS is always everyone's favorite meeting each year, so we're really happy to have you there. I'll look forward to seeing you in May. If I can help you with anything in the meantime, please let me know. And thank you for your time today.
Looking forward to meet you at PEGS too, Ken. Thank you.
All right. All the best, Simon.